Hello, my fellow Aquarius. Welcome in or welcome back to Go with the Flow Tarot. Your overall general energy for today's reading is the Wheel of Fortune. I just pulled the King of Swords for your recent past energies, and that's you, Aqua. So you not so long ago were definitely standing strong in your own power. That was the Three of Swords that came out for the present moment. It's a card of heartbreak and sorrow, but also it's a card of forgiveness because those swords are placed in your heart by you and they are removed by practicing forgiveness. So I'm not too worried about the recent past there with the King of Swords. That's good information. Your future energy is the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, that's good energy, but it can be like a little bit slow, a little bit stuck, like maybe some inspiration to move forward is necessary here. Before I get into that Knight of Pentacles, may I please know more about the Three of Swords in Aquarius's present energy? What do I need to know about that Three of Swords? That's too many. That's like a whole other storyline in itself right there. Try this again. More about that, thank you. Queen of Pentacles. Well, we've got a couple of court cards involving pentacles now. This could be, let's see here. It could be somebody in your energy. I'm really getting the vibe that that Queen of Pentacles is another person. Thank you. Five of Swords. So you're having trouble communicating with someone in your life, someone who, like, you think highly of. The Queen of Pentacles is a very positive energy. They're constantly focusing on the good. They're very much about their home life, their stability, possibly their finances, but that's like with home life and stability. Okay, well, these are three, and there are two more court cards. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So I don't think that there's that many people in the picture, Aquarius. I think that the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords is your energy. And I'm not sure what the Three of Swords ties in, but I feel like what we're getting to the bottom of, the sticky spot, is the Three of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. I just, instinctually, those two are tied together. Just trust me and go with the flow. I am going to switch decks, though, because I've pulled quite a few cards. And I'm going to keep the Wheel of Fortune in the back of my mind. I forgot to mention that could very much be Spirit taking the wheel if you are unsure of how to handle this Three of Swords or Six of Pentacles. Let's stick with the Three of Swords for now, please. A little more clarity on that Three of Swords, Spirit. Wheel of Fortune is always a good card. It's always letting you know that whatever the outcome, whatever you're trying to work through right now, Spirit's got your back, and they're definitely going to help steer you in the right direction if you're not going that way, or if you're just not. Maybe it doesn't like this deck. I'm gonna switch back. More, please, on the Three of Swords. Ooh, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, King of Cups. Well, this is very, very, very much about work life or home life. That is for sure. Those three cards together tell me that you've received a message of some sort, or some sort of clarity, especially with that in your recent past. And now, okay, this is about you having trouble following your heart because you're scared somebody's going to be left out in the cold. Okay, so what I'd really like to talk about with this card is that these two are standing outside of a church, and if they need help, like, they don't look like they're doing too well, right? Looking a little sickly, looking a little worse for wear. But they could very easily go and knock on the door of the church and ask for help. So if you're having trouble following your heart with the King of Cups, concerned about people being left out in the cold, they're choosing to be left out in the cold. They are choosing to not go and just knock on the door and ask for help. And I just gave Capricorn, I feel like, this exact same message. So I don't know, maybe an Aquarius is dealing with a Capricorn or vice versa, but that's the one thing everybody needs to remember is, and especially with the Wheel of Fortune on your side, as long as you follow your heart and you do what you know is right inside, anyone being left out in the cold is choosing to be there. That is the message for sure for my Aquas today. But we will get you an inner child oracle to see if we can't elaborate on that message. Thank you. I can't make it up. Let it go. Number 23, let go of all that no longer serves you. 2s could be important, 3s could be important, 5s could be important. Let it go. It is in our nature as humans to hold tightly on to what is familiar. Knowing the weight and measure of what we carry can bring us a great sense of comfort. Oftentimes, the known seems to be the wiser choice compared to the unknown. It is important to be aware that just as a tree shapes itself around a known obstacle that has forced to take a new path, these things we hold tightly can also change the course of our destiny. If you have pulled this card, then it might be time to reflect on what you need to release. Self-care exercise. Ask yourself if there is something keeping you back or forcing you to grow in a direction that might not be for your benefit. There can be many things that we hold on to for too long, such as the past, an ideal, a dream, or a painful memory. Even if we have grafted these aspects into our beginning, it is now time to let go of all that no longer serves you. Free up the pent-up energy inside of you and imagine it leaving your body as you inhale and exhale deeply. Look into breath work too, Aqua. It's so beneficial. Forgive disappointments and pains and do not allow bitterness in. Let go of control and allow what needs to die, so that you may blossom again once more. Responsive journaling prompt. How does it feel in your body to let go of what is no longer needed? Do you feel lighter when you think about letting go? How does your inner child feel when you think about letting go? And just remember to, Aqua, Spirit's on your side with that Wheel of Fortune. I thank you ever so much for being here. I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.